Hey, y'all, look, on the phone, it's Jeff Foxworthy. What's up, dude?
Hey, man, how are you?
Man, we're really, really good. It has been a long time since we've talked to you, my friend.
It has been, and you guys are just like have world domination going on there. I look down the list and I'm like, oh my God, I get to do this again. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. How are things? Life is good? I mean, we'll talk all about the Netflix thing in a minute, but I mean, like a lot has changed over the last couple of years. I haven't talked to you, and so I just kind of want to get caught up.
Yeah, I became a grandfather, which I had no idea I had that much untapped love inside of me. Oh my God. And my daughter somehow got on Jerry Springer, so we were able to find out who the father is and didn't have to spend one dime of our own money. So it was an awesome thing.
Dude.
Oh, that's such a bad joke.
We don't know who the father is.
Yeah, but do you know who the mother is? I do that all the time. Like, I'll do that. I'll walk up to somebody pregnant. I'm like, oh, hi, do you know who the mother is? And they're like, yeah. And then I look like an idiot because I have to explain it. I'm like, it was a joke.
Sure.
Okay, never mind.
Sure, but it makes you laugh, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's my. I hate calling them dad jokes, but it really is. That's my dad joke. If I see a pregnant person, if I were to walk up to anyone pregnant and say that, I'll do that same joke to every one of them.
It's really funny when he does it to women who aren't pregnant, and they're just...
I've only done that once.
Oh.
Twice.
I did that one time on stage. I asked the lady, I said, so when are you due? And she's like, I'm not pregnant. And I said, from now on, I don't care if there's a hand sticking out. I'm not asking anybody.
Yeah, you don't want to mess that up.
It only takes one time to make that mistake. But you know what? It's something that is very awesome is that it's an equal world. And I see ladies do the same thing. I've seen ladies make that same mistake. So it's not purely a guy problem.
No. Listen, I've worked with Larry the Cable Guy for 30 years. I know. Because people will come up to him and ask who the father is.
I don't think that's what he meant, but that works.
So, speaking of, are we ever going to get a reunion with you guys, like trying to get everybody back together? I mean, I don't even know what in the world is up with Ron anymore. Who retired, Patrick?
Bill retired,
Yeah,
didn't
Bill
he?
Engvall is retired. Larry the Cable Guy is just diving in piles of dollar bills like Scrooge McDuck. And, I mean, you're doing your thing with the new Netflix special, but it would be cool to get everybody back together one more time.
I would love to do it. And you know, Ron's the one, because when Ron's done stuff, he's a lot dirtier than the rest of us. And so I keep saying to him, I go, Ron, come on, let's do it one more time. And he goes, I can't write 30 minutes of clean material. And I go, you can. You've done it 3 times before. You can do it. Okay, I'm too lazy to write material.
Dude, he could hire writers. Somebody could write for him. I mean, there's so many great comedians who are willing to sell their jokes. It happens all the time.
And Ron could recap his day, and you'd be laughing. You know, Larry hadn't retired, but when Larry had kids, and of course I had them before him, I sat him down one night and I said, listen, I know we've got a weird job that takes us all over the planet. I said, don't miss your kids growing up. It's too important. Well, he took that way too, because now his kids are like 45, and I'm like, dude, you got to work. Well, you know, I need to be here for the kids. I mean, the kids, you know, the kids are grown. Get your butt back out on the road.
They travel with him now, too. They're on the bus. The kids are with me.
They're driving the bus.
Yeah. All right, so there's a brand new Netflix special that everybody needs to check out. It's called The Good Old Days. Jeff Foxworthy is back, y'all, and we're going to come back and talk more with him next. Jeff Foxworthy got a brand new Netflix special called Good Old Days, The Good Old Days, and it is really, really awesome. First night it came out, my Netflix knows me so well. I turned on my Netflix, and it popped up. It was like the big splash screen at the very top. First thing it showed me.
Did you watch it, though? That's the question.
Yes. Yeah, almost immediately.
Because you didn't. There was a hesitation. No, you didn't.
No, we
No,
did.
he did.
No,
Let me
did.
tell you something, Jeff. It is so hard to get these guys to do their homework for these things, listen to an album, read a book, watch a TV show. Everybody watched the Jeff Foxworthy special.
Dude, I will tell you right now, it opens up and you go into a COVID thing. You have the brilliant monologue where you're your wife.
Oh,
and then
gosh.
you totally go into the good old days stuff. And then you finish with that amazing story with Larry. There, how about that?
You watch it. I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
You're better than I am. People send me books, to do write a blurb for, and I open the first page and I'm like, okay, I love this book, but I can't. I'm like, I can't read the whole
I had a
book.
friend send me. They were writing a book, and they said, "Look, if I send it to you, can you proofread it and edit it for me?" I'm like,
What?
"No, no."
Somebody asked you?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
not the best.
Absolutely not.
I mean, no, I would love to, but there are pros, people that actually do that for a living. Go to them.
I think to sum up the special, though, Jeff talks about all the things that have changed in the world over the last, 40 years. And I think the thing that fascinated me the most was you talking about your mom talking on the phone with
telephone.
the cord.
Yes.
All of us had that. My grandma had that cord that could literally wrap around the whole house.
Oh my God, yeah, and you needed it because if you were like us, the whole family, you had one phone. So if you're talking to your girlfriend, you'd run it under the door and go
Yes.
down the hall and sit in the bathroom. But the problem when you did that, remember how twisted it made that cord?
Oh, yeah.
It was just horrible.
Well, it's interesting, too, because my dad used to fuss at us if we put the cord in the door and close the door on it. He would be like, put it under the door. I don't want to have to buy another cord.
And remember, it was a big deal when the phone rang. You would race your brothers and sisters to answer the phone.
Mm-hmm. I got it.
Now we got caller ID. Our phone rings. We're like, oh hell no, ain't nobody got time for that. Not to them anymore.
Well, I'm so glad to see you back doing your thing. I mean, it was weird because I had a conversation with someone recently, and we were talking about what is Jeff doing now and that kind of stuff. And then I saw that you were coming on the show, and I texted him. I said, I'll tell you what he's doing. He's doing a new Netflix special, which I have since then seen, and it is really good, and I can highly suggest. And I can't tell you how many times, and you brought it up in the show, I can't tell you how many times I looked at my wife and said, that's you.
No, me
That
too.
is you. That's all you. Yeah. And then when you brought it up in the show, I went, oh, that's me.
The packing, that was the difference between the way I pack and my wife packs, because I saw an article that was trying to teach women how to pack for 10 days in a carry-on suitcase, and my very first thought was, my wife couldn't pack for a nudist colony in a carry-on suitcase.
Look, I'm telling you.
That's 100% true.
Give yourself a little time tonight or at some point over the next day or two. Put it in your list. Make sure you don't miss it. Jeff Foxworthy, The Good Old Days. You're going to love it. It's on Netflix. And you can thank us on next week. You can hit us up and go, hey, guys, thank you for suggesting that.
Yeah, it's so good to talk to you, man.
Same, man. Same. It's been way too long, and we're so glad to see you and the fam all doing well.
Yeah, life is good. We're blessed. Everybody's healthy, and like you guys, you get to do something that you love to do for a long, long time, and it makes people happy. And what more could you want out of life?
Exactly. Jeff Foxworthy, everybody. Thanks, man. We'll talk with you soon.
Yeah, you betcha. Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye. If you like that, make sure you check out more videos over here.
Yeah, and then you can subscribe right over there on his belly. Click on his belly. He goes, woohoo!